You have lost 4 finals. Not close games, finals. The 4 biggest nights in Argentine football history. 4 times, 0 trophies. You will survive the accusations. You will survive the headlines. You will survive the night they burn your jersey in the streets. But the thing that almost breaks you for good is not a goalkeeper, not a German midfielder. It is 6 seconds. 6 seconds standing alone in front of a ball on a white spot. And it starts the day you blast one into the seats. In Argentina, Diego Maradona won the World Cup in 1986. The country has been waiting 36 years for it to happen again. They decided you were the one. Before you turned 20, nobody asked. You are 7 years old. You live in Rosario. The streets are cracked and narrow and perfect. You play until the light is gone. Your feet know things your brain won't learn for years. At 13, Barcelona tests your knee. They like what they see. They put you on a plane to Spain. You are 13. Alone. At 17, you debut for the first team. At 20, you score 38 goals in a single season, 5 Ballon d'Ors, 3 Champions Leagues, 11 La Liga titles. You rewrite every record they ever had. But every summer, you come home. You put on the blue and white shirt, and something shifts. You have always felt it. You have never been able to explain it. With Barcelona, the stadium sings your name. With Argentina, they ask the same thing every single year. But can he do it when it actually matters? Copa America, Maracaibo, Venezuela. You are 19 years old, already the best player in the tournament. 6 goals in 5 games. The final is against Brazil. Your legs feel electric. You feel invincible. You are 19. That is what 19 feels like. Final score, Brazil 3, Argentina 0. 3 goals, no answer. You walk off the pitch. You don't touch the trophy. Nobody offers you one. The cameras find your face. You look like someone who cannot explain what just happened. You know how this ends now. A journalist writes the next morning, Messi is a European player in an Argentine shirt. You read it on the flight home. You say nothing. You put your headphones in. You will think about that sentence for years. 7 years pass. 15 goals in qualifying. You drag Argentina to the final of the World Cup. Personally. Switzerland. You score the winner in extra time. Belgium. You create both goals. Holland. Penalties. You score yours. You win the Golden Boot. You win the Golden Ball for Best Player of the tournament. They hand you both before the final even happens. Then Germany, 113 minutes of football. Then Mario Götze, 1 touch, 1 goal, 1-0. Final. You stand on the podium. You are holding a golden trophy. It says, Best Player of the World Cup. You hold it like something that bit you. That night, Argentine journalists don't write about the golden ball. They write about 1 penalty you missed against Holland. 1 kick, 12 years of service, 1 kick. You know how this ends. After the final, Diego Maradona gives an interview. He says, you hid from the fight. El Diego says this, the man who had Burruchaga, Canija, and Valdano orbiting around him in '86. You smile when you read it. You always smile. That's the problem, actually. A man who smiles like that, they decide he doesn't feel it. He feels everything. He just doesn't give them the satisfaction. Copa America final. Chile. Penalties. You score yours. Argentina loses anyway. That's just how it works. Copa America Centenario final. Chile again. Penalties again. You step up first. You run. The ball leaves your boot. Over the bar? Not saved. Not wide. Over. Into the seats. Into nothing. You sit down on the grass. Right there. In front of 82,000 people. You stare at the ground. 4 finals. 10 years. 0 trophies. You know how this ends. Win 4 Super Bowl rings and they build a statue. Lose 4 finals for your country and they call you not a real leader. Not Argentine enough. Too comfortable in Europe. 45 million Argentines. Every single one of them knows exactly how you should have played. 3 days later, you announce your retirement from the national team. You are 29 years old. The statement is 4 sentences. You say you have given everything. You say the team deserves someone better. You do not say what it costs to carry a nation. For 16 years. Nobody asks. Argentina splits in half overnight. Half the country says, finally, we were right about him. The other half floods the streets. Thousands of people in front of stadiums, signs, candles, your name. You watch it on your phone, alone, in a hotel room in New Jersey. You reverse the retirement 23 days later. No press conference, no explanation. Like a man who couldn't find the door. Something cracked that June, though. It stays cracked for a long time. You are 35 years old. This is the last World Cup. Everyone knows it. Your knees know it. Group stage. Saudi Arabia. You score in the first half. Argentina is winning. Then, Saudi Arabia scores twice. Argentina loses to Saudi Arabia at a World Cup. The next morning, every front page in the world. Messi's last World Cup is already over. Day 2. Then, something shifts. You stop reading. You stop managing the story. You just play. Mexico, win. Poland, win. Australia, win. Netherlands, penalties. You score yours. Croatia, you score, you assist. Argentina wins 3-0. 5 knockout wins. Your legs are 35 years old, but the thing behind your eyes is not. Against Netherlands, after scoring, you walk directly toward the nearest camera. You say something directly into the lens. Nobody can fully lip read it, but football understands immediately. 35 years of silence compressed into one look. Analysts will study that footage. Argentina versus France, the final. 88,000 people. 23rd minute, you score. Di Maria, 2-0. 54 minutes still to play. Argentina is winning the World Cup final. 79th minute, Mbappe, 2-1. 81st minute, Mbappe again, 2-2. The fastest comeback in World Cup final history. 97 seconds. Everything built, undone in 97 seconds. Your legs are heavy. Something cold moves from your neck to your stomach. You have been here before. You know this feeling. You know how this ends. Extra time, 109th minute. The ball breaks to you in the box. The keeper saves. The rebound comes back. You tap it in. 3-2. You do not celebrate. You clench your jaw. You have learned not to celebrate too early. You know. 118th minute. Mbappe. Penalty. 3-3. Hat trick. World Cup final against you. After being 2-0 down, of course. Of course it's this. Of course, this is how it works. Shootout. You will go first. 5 steps to the ball. The 5 longest steps of your life. The last time you took a penalty in a major final, you were 29. You blasted it over the bar. You sat down on the grass. You remember every centimeter of that miss, the contact point on your boot, the direction of your hip, the arc of the ball, the sound. You remember all of it. And now you are walking toward a white spot. 35 years old. 4 lost finals. A country holding its breath. 6 seconds. Exactly the 6 seconds the story warned you about. The goalkeeper dives right, you go left. Goal. The rest is other people's work now. You watch. You cannot breathe. Your hands are shaking. Montiel steps up last. He scores. For 1 second, just one, your body does not know what to do with itself. Because for 16 years, your body knew how to lose. It had practiced. It was very, very good at it. It has never felt this before. The thing that almost destroyed you was not Götze, not Mbappe, not Saudi Arabia. It was the 6 seconds in front of a ball. In 2016, you missed. In 2022, you went left. That is the entire difference between a myth and a fraud. 6 seconds, one direction. You lift the trophy above your head. You are crying. You are 35 years old. You are not looking at the crowd, not at the cameras, not at the gold. Something further away, a street in Rosario. No light left. One kid still playing. 4 lost finals. 16 years of the same question. Over 1,800 players have represented Argentina since 1902. Only one of them has won the Copa America and the World Cup in consecutive years. The same man, age 34 and 35. Every young Argentine wearing a number 10, they are not wearing a name. They are wearing 16 years of staying. When leaving was the rational choice. The oldest player to win a World Cup Golden Ball, 35 years, 5 months. He set the record on the night the question finally went quiet. Some records exist to be broken. Some questions exist to be silenced. He did not win to prove something to the press. He won because he forgot how to leave. There is a number 7 who spent 15 years answering the same question. He is still waiting. Unlike Messi, he ran out of World Cups. There is a player who carried a nation to every major tournament and left every single one of them empty. That story is different, and it's worse.